Tempos. Contrast training is still extremely new to me. This is the first time I have ever consistently applied contrasting methods of training in my exercise routine. And I'm really enjoying it. I'll be completely honest. I am. I'm really enjoying it. There is something to be said, in my opinion, to being extremely warm and deeply warm when you do your heavy lifts, your compound lifts, whatever lifts you may be doing. I've heard on numerous occasions from various different people, different body types, different training styles, different goals, etc., that they really enjoy training when they are warm, like breaking a sweat warm, like just went for a 10-minute jog warm. And whilst, yes, I agree that, like, even me, I don't think I could bring myself to do a 10-minute jog just to break a sweat before every session. That's just a bit boring. However, what my coach has had me doing recently has been extremely eye-opening. In order to get warm and in order to have maximum energy for the main lifts that I need to perform on the day, he has me performing them alongside plyometric movements that directly correlate to that lift. And he has also got me doing a lot of tempo work, which is a ball ache, if I'm being completely honest. Tempo work is brutal. But I see why, and I've really enjoyed it. I feel good. My aches and pains and niggles are slowly dissipating. They're getting less and less frequent. And he has me lifting in a much more measured way, a much more thoughtful way. And today was very simple. Today I really enjoyed it. I started the session by just supersetting the incline tempo bench press with plyo hops, as he calls them. And I found my performance on the bench press improved as I got deeper into the working sets. I had 4 working sets to do today. The first working set was a tough 3 reps, 5-second descent with a slight pause and then a press up. However, the second set, I was quite surprised at the fact that, okay, I had a little bit more juice in me. And then by the third set, I had finished my plyo hops. I had 6 sets of plyo hops to do, and I weaved them into the bench warm-up. So I was able to rest between the second to last and the last set without having to do any plyo hops. And I was flying. I didn't quite get a 5th rep on any of the sets, but the way they felt, the control in which I had, and the explosiveness, I had off the pause felt amazing. I'll be honest, it felt really good. Started to break a sweat quite quickly into the workout, and it just had me there thinking that all this time I've in many ways been missing a trick. You hear the term contrast training thrown about a lot, and you just see people do a squat and then do a box jump straight after. But it can be applied in so many different ways and for so many different things. And I never would have thought to marry it with conventional work. What do I mean by conventional work? Something as simple as an incline bench or a bench press, as I was doing the other day. And I really enjoyed that session too. So yeah, I'm really enjoying having my mind open to new training styles, new ways of training, new ideas to apply in the weight room. And I'm grateful for it. I'm very, very grateful for it. I'm very, very excited to see where it takes me, how I develop. I've lost a lot of weight in the last 2 weeks. I think a big part of that is because of moving. Not only am I training a lot more intensely than I used to, not only am I doing a lot more cardio than I used to, I moved house, and that made a lot of things suffer. Those of you who consistently watch will know how it made this channel suffer. But the main things that it made suffer was my eating, my sleep, and my water intake. And I was essentially fasting every single day, if I'm being completely honest. I was probably eating 1, maybe 2 meals a day at the most. And truth be told, I wasn't getting in the adequate calories I needed to during that meal, which is why my performance in the weight room was definitely suffering at some point. And I'm only just starting to get that back now that I've got less and less to do on a daily basis, which is nice. It feels nice. It feels nice to be able to get into the gym now and have confidence in the work that you've done outside of the gym, and confidence that that will allow you to perform inside of the gym. Because I was going into the gym defeated, if I'm being completely honest. There was times when I'd known I hadn't eaten properly for a few days, I hadn't slept properly for a few days, and I would pull up to a session just knowing that I'm not going to be able to complete it in a way that I'd be proud of. So slowly getting that back is a very nice feeling, if I'm being completely honest. It is a very nice feeling. And yeah, man, I look forward to seeing what next week brings as we top it off tomorrow with some cardio. And on that note, I shall see you tomorrow.